What is going on, guys? My name is Ian, your host for the crew. And I am joined by a really good friend, Kid Hinosa.
What's up?
I don't know if I said that right. Did I say
Inosa. You're close.
Inosa?
Inohosa.
I'm not trying. I'm sorry, no offense. I'm not trying.
It won't work.
So, how's it been?
Not too bad. How about you?
It's been alright. So before we get into the good, juicy stuff, I want to ask you a very important question. What is your favorite at-home workout?
Favorite at-home workout?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been doing air squats.
Air squats?
Yeah.
What about those competitions with Weston lately?
They have been sucking for me. I am currently on a losing streak.
Yes. We've seen multiple workouts with you.
Not many with him.
Not really. But the topic we are going to be hitting on today is patience. And last week we did faith with Weston. Yeah. Love Weston. But yes, we are doing patience with Weston. And I'm just going to jump right into it.
Okay.
What does patience mean to you?
Patience means to me,
Okay, I want your personal preference and like a biblical preference. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay.
So to me, I guess it would just mean the trust I have in God.
Mm-hmm.
I think, actually, I don't think, you pretty much have to have patience with God because, it's showing you your trust for Him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, none of the things we're doing, or like what we're living, is our plan.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no control over it. So basically, we literally have to have trust that He's doing what He's promised to do. And honestly, I think that's pretty, the biblical aspect of it too is just trusting Him and trusting His process and what He's doing.
All right. And how are you doing with patience right now?
It could be better.
Well, yeah. So, what comes to mind when you hear the word patience?
I think again, trust. I think just trust and waiting, and just trusting His process and kind of giving everything you have to Him and like trusting what He's doing. And
what are some of the things you need, some tools to stay patient? Like, when I mean tools, I mean like, do you need faith? Do you need love? Do you need all this stuff? Like, and how would you apply that?
definitely need faith. I think if there's no faith, then there's no process.
Yeah.
And then I think love does help. I think it really does help with patience in general. Just I think the more love there is, the more patience there's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think when you want to work with, like, when you have problems with having patience, I think one thing is if you need to work on the love, I think the love has to be there in order for patience to show up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm asking him new questions. I didn't send them. But yeah, here second, why is patient important? Is patient important, and why is it?
Yes, because I think if patience wasn't important, I think we would just all be going mad. And I think, like I said, I think it's also a part of the whole trust thing, because I think if we don't have patience, we don't have the trust we have in God. So I think if we didn't have that, then I really don't think He could be working within us, because we would just be off doing our own thing, because we weren't trusting on Him and His plan that He has for us.
How does He help us show patience?
I
am looking
honestly,
for an answer.
Through everyday life, our mistakes, like every day we mess up somehow, yet He's always there, just patiently just working on us, waiting for us to get on the right road.
And does God test your patience?
I don't know if God tests my patience. I think I test my patience with Him, in all honesty. Because I think a lot of times, like I said, it's part of his plan, you know. And so I think a lot of times I'm wanting to like go ahead and just like kind of, oh, how's this gonna work out? Let's go ahead. I want to get to the end. Let's see how this works out. And I got to remember sometimes it's not my plan, that it's his, that he's in control, that he's God and I'm not. And so I think a lot of times when it comes to patience with me and God, it's me testing my patience with him and a little less him testing my patience. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, God's always patient with us. He knows like, how we're going to be. He knows that we're going to want to speed through the process and everything. But every day, like, he's patient with us throughout the whole thing.
What do you sorry, another random question. When you are stuck in a hard time in your life, do you think the process of that hard time is important?
Yeah, because I think, especially if you actually lean into that, like actually take mind of like what's going on, like what's happening, I think it really could help you down the road, because you're going to be in the same spot again eventually, or something similar. So you can go back and look at it like, okay, this is what happened here. This is how he worked little knots out there. Maybe I can apply it, here. And so I think whatever you're like hard, I think the hard times that you're in definitely are important to like pay attention to, and the details on how it gets, worked out.
I like that. Sorry. What do you think about this pandemic? What do you think? If
it's making me need a lot of patience.
What are something you can say to other people to help them get through this process?
I think it's, like I said, it's definitely gonna take patience, and then you just gotta remember that again, it's not our plan, that it's his. Not necessarily saying that he caused this because he did it, but he's gonna use this in the end for something good. I know he's going to bring some good stuff out of this. And this time that we're having to use in isolation, I know he's going to use that to bring out growth in all of us. He's going to, I think if we really dive into that and let him pour into us in this moment, I really think he's going to bring us out of this better than when we came in. And I think a lot of the reason there's so much fear in this time is because it's new.
Yeah.
And so we don't really know how to deal with it. And so again, when we don't know how to deal with stuff and it's new, we don't really have patience with it, because we want to get it over with.
Yeah.
And so I really think if we just have patience and trust that he's working on something great, I really think that in the end, we're going to move on from this stronger and better than before.
Yeah, and I asked Weston this question last week. Have you seen that verse that's been going around on Snapchat stories about the locusts? And
yes.
What do you think about that?
Yes. I don't know. Honestly, I think
because I've asked people about what they think about this pandemic, and some people were like, God is not the cause of this, but at the same time, some people were like, it could be him, because he, even in the Bible it said he's gonna take all your idols away. NBA, all that stuff is gone. I'm sorry, this just turned into a pandemic conversation, but yeah, he's gonna take all your idols away. There's gonna be locusts, wildfires, and something that, a pandemic that spread around the world, and it has happened. Like, what is your look on that?
I have thought of that. I think I thought that's kind of the same thing. And it could be, like I said, he could be just using all of this just to again separate us from like our worldly things and get us more in tune with him. And like have us, like you said, we now have all the time in the world to pick up a Bible, to talk to him, to pray. So there's not really time that we can say, oh, I don't have time, because right now we have all the time in the world that we can, like I said, pick up a Bible, talk to him.
Watch Stephen Furtick.
Watch Stephen Furtick. My God, do something.
Yeah.
And so, I definitely do think, like I said, he is using this time to separate us from all of our, idols and stuff.
Okay, so what you're saying is, I'm trying to understand. He did not cause the virus, but he's using the virus to, okay, for us to have more time with him. Okay, I totally understand that.
Yeah. Or using, not necessarily using the virus, but using the time that it's given us.
Yeah. I like that too. I haven't thought of that. That's actually really cool. Because a lot of people have been like, this is God's doing. You know, He's taking everything away from us so we can learn from it. And then there's others saying, this is the devil. This is straight devil. Like,
hey, but even what the devil meant for evil, He uses for His good. So
it's true. That is true. God can turn anything that's bad into something beautiful. Like me. I'm just kidding. So if you were watching this, who else would you want to be on this little show?
I don't know. Anybody who could definitely speak life into the viewers. Anybody who speaks life into you. I think that's the most important type of person that you want on something like this. Yeah. You're killing it, by the way. I'll tell you that. You're killing it.
Yeah, no, I asked Weston who he wanted to see on this. He gave me a fat list. He started naming people like that. And you were the first one.
Oh,
and so I was like, okay.
Thank you.
I'll hit him, Kate. I'll hit him up.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, so I think next week, it might be Weston and Grace, his girlfriend. And then, yeah. What did you think of this?
I liked it.
Liked it.
A little new. Haven't done anything like it before, but
really,
it wasn't too bad.
A lot of firsts today. Oh, if you have not noticed, we're in somewhere new, so that's cool. That's cool. I want to ask at least one more question. Do you have any questions?
What does patience mean to you?
Slow down.
There you go. That's a good one.
Because I'm a very fast-moving person.
Yeah.
It just switched. I'm a very fast-moving person. Like when my family is in general, actually. What did I just say? General. My family is, and I remember actually just this year, my parents were thinking about moving to Dallas and stuff like that. And so we're like, okay, I mean, it's whatever. And I was told that, let's just say the 10th of whatever month it was, and we were gone by the 15th. Like, found a house, you know, rented it, got all of our stuff, and we left. We're a very fast-moving family. Okay. And I go for things. Like, I just straight up go for it. Like this, like starting this YouTube channel and doing, and starting like a small group, the crew. I just went for it, and I was just like, because I do have one of my friend groups is we're stuck in a group chat, and there's probably 10 of them. We started with that, and then my idea was if each person tells 10 people about it, most likely 5 people might come.
There you go.
And so I think the real math was to put at least 2-3 people came each, and so added up to the most people we've had, like counting heads, not people in one place at a time, has been like 41 people.
Wow.
So that's cool.
It's fair to look for a bigger venue.
I know. Pastor Brandon did say I could probably use his place.
Hey,
yeah.
Nice.
The youth room. Mm-hmm. But yeah, patience is for me all about slowing down, because if you go too fast, then you might miss your mark.
Oh,
you know,
that's good. I like that. I agree with that. That's honestly where I've been. I remember probably right after summer, God kind of called me into a season of stillness.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just kind of like different.
That's hard.
Yeah. Different aspects of just slowing down and being calm when things are still.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like, you know, being okay, like when I'm by myself and not with a group of people, because I'm really used to being with a group of people, which right now, I'm glad he started working on that early, because I'm by myself most of the time. And so, but kind of being okay by myself and also being okay doing my own thing again, kind of staying away from, or not staying away, but not necessarily having to do what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so both of those parts have been like different stages of this season, and I'm just kind of like, when is it gonna be over? Like, or what's the next one? And so I think it's also helped a lot with patience, just being like, once this is over, he's not done. He's gonna be working with something else, and so I also think it's just like the process itself just gives more of a excitement on how's it gonna end. What is he leading me towards in this? Mm-hmm. So I think I understand exactly what you're talking about, having to slow down. And I think that's a lot what he wanted me to do, is kind of like slow down and again, have time to like be with him.
Yeah. When you drive a car and let's say stop sign is coming up, or just like a stop sign. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a stop sign. And you're going like 60 miles per hour, right? You don't have a lot of reaction time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going super fast on your path and something comes your way, how are you going to have the reaction time to take in what God has sent your way?
Ooh, that's good.
But yeah, is there any specific someone you like on the show? The reason why I'm saying specific is because I have no idea.
Need some ideas.
Yes.
I know. I think Weston already suggested Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
You said Weston and Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Those two would be good.
But who do you want to see next? Because whoever you say next, and I'm gonna ask.
Oh, put all the pressure on me. Okay.
It's just a name. It's just a name.
I think Nick would do good. You have Nathan on all the time.
I have Nathan on all the time.
Love him. Love you, Nathan. He's probably gonna watch it. That's it. Shout out.
He probably is, actually. He does have the information for this YouTube channel. So, all right, Nick. You know who Weston did suggest? Pastor Brandon.
That would be a good one. I think that one would be definitely a good one to bring on here.
I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, but yeah. I'm gonna ask him at some point. I don't know what it's gonna be about, but yeah. Well,
I like it. I approve.
You approve.
I approve. You have my approval.
That's all I need. Honestly, that's all I need. Well, thank you all, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Do you have any for the week?
Just go through with patience. We're gonna all get through this together, and like I said, at the end of the tunnel, there's gonna be a much brighter light, and we're gonna come out of this even stronger than we went in.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any suggestions of what you want to hear, what topic, just hopefully comment down below. Not you, Harrison. Thank you. And what is going on, guys? Thank y'all so much for tuning into the video today. I really appreciate y'all. Please comment down below if y'all have any suggestions for next time or the following week. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. The reason why this is separate, I accidentally pressed the button a little bit too soon. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all next week. And please comment down for suggestions, because yeah. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you, Cade, for tuning in with us, or not tuning in, but being my guest this week. And I really had fun, and I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait till the next one. So thank y'all. See y'all later.